the heart of ancient Egypt, beneath the glistening sands and beside the flowing waters of the Nile, stood a city named Hermopolis. It was here that the enigmatic god Thoth, revered by scribes and scholars alike, held great influence. Respected for his wisdom and hidden knowledge, Thoth was always depicted with the head of an ibis, his gaze reflecting the secrets of the universe. The inhabitants of Hermopolis revered him, for they believed that Thoth bestowed upon them the gift of writing and the wisdom of the ages. Priests and scribes worshipped him, hoping to catch but a whisper of his all-encompassing knowledge. Stories of Thoth's vast library of scrolls, hidden deep within the city's temple, were passed from father to son, a place where the most profound mysteries of the cosmos were said to be inscribed in hieroglyphs. One evening, as the crescent moon cast its silvery glow over the temple, a young scribe named Khepri found himself drawn to its gates. Khepri was known in Hermopolis for his insatiable curiosity, a flame that burned ever brighter with each scroll he read. The temple, silent and towering before him, whispered secrets through its cold stone walls. "Khepri," a voice called, cutting through the stillness. It was his friend Merit, a fellow scribe with the cleverness of a jackal and a keen interest in the magical arts. She appeared at his side, her company of sensible warmth grounding his attention on the task at hand. Without hesitating, she pressed a worn papyrus scroll into his hands. "Found this in the marketplace," she said. Her eyes sparkled with mischief. "It mentions Thoth's library." Khepri unfurled the scroll, heart pounding like the beating wings of an ibis. The document was fragile, ancient, its words woven into a tale of mystery. It spoke of a hidden chamber within the temple, one that held the fabled Book of Thoth, a manuscript said to contain unimaginable powers and wisdom. "We must find it," Merit whispered, her voice a tapestry of excitement and caution. As the moon reached its zenith, casting long shadows across the sands, Khepri and Merit slipped into the temple, their lamps flickering like hopeful fireflies. They navigated its labyrinthine corridors, their footsteps echoing in concert with the whispers of the past. When they reached a grand chamber, they were greeted by the sight of elaborate wall carvings depicting Thoth's many roles. God of wisdom and knowledge, inventor of the hieroglyphs, the majestic scribe to the gods themselves. Their eyes traced the depictions till they found a peculiar inscription, one that seemed to dance across the stone as if alive. It was Merit who spotted the phrase repeating in the ancient text. "The balance of Ma'at lies within," she read, her voice a resonant chime against the silence. It was a signal, a clue that lingered like a shadow. With renewed resolve, they searched for the right touch, the right invocation of balance. Khepri, inspired by a sudden insight, pressed his palms against the cold wall, mimicking an ancient posture of reverence depicted on the carvings. A soft rumble answered his gesture, and part of the wall slid open to reveal a hidden passage. Khepri and Merit, hearts a tempest of anticipation, ventured into the passage, their lamps revealing ornate hieroglyphs whispering secrets of the universe. Finally, they stood before a pedestal, upon which lay the fabled Book of Thoth, its cover shimmering with an otherworldly luminescence. As Khepri reached for the book, a voice, wise and timeless, filled the chamber. It was Thoth himself, guarding the knowledge eternal. "Only those pure of heart, those who seek knowledge not for power, but for the balance it brings, may turn the pages," the voice intoned, resonating through their very essence. Khepri hesitated, knowing the weight of his actions, but Merit's steady gaze reassured him. Together, they opened the book. The pages flickered with light, each word radiating wisdom and profound secrets. New glyphs revealed themselves, solutions to equations of existence, spells to align stars. But the most important knowledge was a simple truth. The balance of the universe relied on harmony, the steady dance between order and chaos, wisdom and magic. As they closed the book, the hidden passage began to shift, slowly returning them to the temple, leaving no trace of their intrusion. Khepri and Merit knew the weight of what they carried, the responsibility of balance, a harmony that guided the essence of their lives and their world. From that day forward, the pair dedicated themselves anew to the pursuit of knowledge, understanding that wisdom was not just a collection of answers, but an ongoing quest, an equilibrium to maintain. They returned to the city, sharing snippets of their learnings with fellow scholars and scribes, breathing life into the legacy of Thoth, the god they now truly understood. The city of Hermopolis never spoke of that night, the adventure that Khepri and Meret undertook a mere whisper on the lips of the wise. Yet, for those who ventured into the temple, under the silvery guidance of the moon, it was said that if one listened closely, they might hear the scribe of the gods, Thoth himself, sharing secrets with those brave enough to seek them.